staying on here long. I'm doing okay. I've just felt a little under the weather the past couple of days, and as you could probably tell, that's why the camera's not on. As you could probably tell from my voice, I don't have much of it. It's not lasting very long. I wanted to do the short so everybody realizes that Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway is there and so forth, and get some things done. And unfortunately, you guys could put hashtag blessed in the chat for those people that want others to connect with your channel. Hi, Rudy, and hi, Sandy. But unfortunately, I've got some kind of little bug. Whatever it is, I really kind of felt not the greatest. My stomach's been a little bit upset. I New Horizons are new times, and that's kind of gone away. But I've just had a lot of sinus pressure and so forth. Hi, Joy. And I just haven't had a voice that lasted very long today. So I've just kind of rested. I've done some soap caddies and crocheted. I really haven't been up to doing much of anything else. So I, of course, want to go to church on Sunday. I want to see my daughter. Hi, Nancy. And I want to be ready so I can go see Eli Yoder at his church on the following Sunday, which I'm going to get a book to y'all. But I'm just been really tired today. I didn't sleep the greatest for the past couple of nights. And there's been a couple times today where I haven't been able to talk for a while and are for very long, as you could probably hear. And so I've just really felt like taking it easy. It was like in the 60s today, and I thought, oh, well, I'll go sit outside. And thank you, everybody. But it was really, really windy out. And so, again, I've just been taking it easy. I've kind of been working on some things for Christina's baby shower coming up down the road so that I can get those things done and everything. And getting those things done and the invitations done and so forth and so on, because those are going to have to go out in the next couple of weeks here, especially to people that may be traveling for this. So that's kind of the status of where I am. Like I said, I'm not staying on here very long because I don't have a very good voice to go for very long. And so I just need to really rest. I'm taking it easy. I've been tired. And so I just didn't want y'all think that I had dropped off the face of the planet. I really haven't put many shorts up. And I'll get back to doing Bible verse shorts next week. And again, I wasn't going to place any of the rest of the event series up anyway until we kind of had a little bit, that Dog the Bounty Hunter not to get buried. But I will put it up for members, and then it'll be all released by the end of the month. And then I think what we're going to do is in February, we'll start devotions up again and get those out to you all. And the Bible verses for the rest of the time missing. And that way we could get that all done. And again, I'm going to do a giveaway for the book. He's going to have books to sign, so I'll get a book for you all, and we'll do a giveaway too for that. So I'm working on soap caddies. I've got soap caddies to do for Christina's baby shower. We're just using her wedding colors. So she wanted was her wedding colors for the invitation, and the wedding colors they had, which was turquoise and orange. That's what they want, no matter what the gender is, which we do not know yet. And even if I find out, guys, they may not want that information released. So far, that's the case. So it's just going to still be Lil Bean. So anyway, that's kind of the gist of where I am. But I'm taking care of myself. I just haven't been able to record because, like I said, I can have a voice for a little bit. And then Josh is like, Mary, you got to stop talking, which I find very hard to do. And so forth, because I like to talk and I like to be with y'all, but I've just not been up to it. So I'm probably for the next couple of days just going to take it easy. I'm probably not going to really worry about much content. I will try to come on tomorrow and see where my voice is, just kind of talk, chit chat, maybe work on some soap caddies and so forth. But like I said, One of the things I've been doing, and I'm going to kind of come down to that too tomorrow. Um, but I'm going to start a list of all the companies that we can think of. I've got to get all their addresses because I'm going to send out Irina, send out baby invitations for, well, that's awesome. Welcome on in, Hal. I guess it's Mark. Welcome in, Rena. Uh, Connect with the channel. We're someone here that just we focus on crocheting connection. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat. People to connect with your channel. Usually I'm on I'm on. I don't usually do without the camera, but I don't feel the greatest tonight, so I just thought I'd hop on and let everybody know kind of what was going on. So, oh well, thank you, Shadow, for sending me a makeup brush. Thank you very much. I appreciate it tremendously. It will go to Mama, and we appreciate it. But we have a lot of great content on the channel. If I'm not quite with it tonight, guys, there's a reason. I'm tired. I am really tired. Just kind of get I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, it can leave. That's for sure. So anyway, we're going to get I'm gonna get addresses together to send my daughter's baby shower invitations out. We're gonna see. Hi, Alaskan. Hi, Aiken. I'm sorry, I read it real quick. Thank you, Shadow, so much for those. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it so much, guys. It goes all to Mama, so thank you very much. But I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it can go bye-bye. So I will be getting the addresses for those because I thought it'd be great to see and for everybody to kind of see, Ohio, that you could send out baby invitations for like baby showers, and you can do it for weddings and so forth too, and see how much and what responses we get back. We're going to send ones to Chick-fil-A for her, Raising Cane's. Well, thank you very much, Shadow. Very, very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Mama will tremendously appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm trying to think of some others I was going to do. Avon, Arvino was one I was going to try. Chewy was another one. And we're going to send them out, and I'll get a list of all of the companies, give you all the addresses I am sending the baby invitations to, and we'll see if we get any response back. And that way, that information will be out there for anybody else too as well. Hold on a second. Like I said, I don't look the greatest tonight, guys. I don't feel the greatest. Thank you, Shadow, so much, tremendously. So, but this is me. This is me. I thought, well, as little hair as I wish I had thicker hair, but this is what God gave me, so I'm gonna roll with it. But I've been working on our soap caddies today. These are for Eli. I did these the other day, and I'm also doing these, which is these as well. These are soap caddies because he has a ministry, and so if anybody's familiar with the Wordless book, which is the story of salvation, it is, and you guys could put hashtag blessed if you want people to connect with your channel. This tells the story from green, white, red, black, and of course the streets of gold, heaven. So I'm making as many as I can with the 5 colors that I got from Hobby Lobby with cotton yarn. That's what we make our soap caddies with. And then I'm going to give it to him because that way he can pass it out in places that he goes in his ministry. So I'm making these for him. I'm curious how many I can get out of all of the strands of yarn that I have and how many actually can come out of that. I'm going to be a grandmother in June of 26, my first grandbaby, and we are calling it Little Bean on this channel. We are actually doing a grandma's, hi Donna, we're doing a grandma's, Blessed Grandma's Corner too as well. So if anybody is a content creator and they're doing any kind of grandma content, it could be songs, recipes, activities, whatever it is, if they put hashtag Blessed Grandma Corner, we will put it in a playlist on our channel. So we're doing that. It's an open collaboration from now, from January 1st all the way through the end of the year. I'm also making, hi Boogie Time, yeah, little bean. I'm also making these for my daughters. Well, not these are the wordless books. So you guys are familiar with that. It's the Salvation. Hi Laurette, welcome on in. And again, you guys, we do talk about crochet here. We talk about a lot of connection, and our phrase is keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. Yes, it does. It gives my mom, hi Godfather, my mom, hi Allison, put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. It does, and I get all the connection. My mother gets all the revenue, so we do get something out of it, and it does help to support the channel. Like we are going to, when we go to Eli Yoder speaking at a church about an hour away from here, so we'll take money that we get from the channel and we're going to buy a book, and then we're going to give a raffle out. We're currently doing a raffle for the Dog the Bounty Hunter sign hat that we did. And then we got, and that was of course donated by Faith and Tackle. So those things help our channel so that we could give you guys stuff from time to time and being able to support it. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm sure his book has got to be at least $20, something like that. So, but I want to get a book for y'all, and I want to do it in a donation. But we're doing, with the Dog the Bounty Hunter hat, guys, that's on the channel. You have to watch the video. Hi, Gloria. You have to live in the United States. You have to be over 18 years old. It's not affiliated with YouTube. And you have to watch the video and put in the word. Make sure you guys are putting in the word. And I appreciate that. Amen. I follow the word of God, and that's what I follow. We don't tend to talk about it too much on here. I do pre-recordings of devotions and so forth, because those that want to watch it. I want everybody to come in here and feel as if, thank you very much, feel as if everybody is welcome, no matter what you believe, no matter what it is. I was just showing you these because I was showing you what I'm working to give Eli on for when I see him on the 18th at his church. So he has these to pass around. But I'm doing these. These are our soap caddies that we have in our merch store. These things are great. And these are not the colors, but I am making these for my daughter's upcoming baby shower. Well, thank you so much, Shadow. Welcome. Thank you so much. It is appreciated, and we thank you so much for your generosity and so forth. It does help to support the channel. We have memberships. We have, super chats and all those kind of things. And guys, thank you very much, because it does. It doesn't come to me, but it does help Mama. Hi, USA. But we have these soap caddies. So I'm making these. The yarn is over there. My daughter's wedding colors were turquoise and orange or copper. So she wants the same colors for her baby shower, no matter what the gender is. And so I'm making soap caddies, which I will show you all those. They'll look like this. Jewels they're in the corner. When you go vertical, you can choose to turn it on. When you go vertical, you can have, I think it's the super stickers that's taken away, I think. And hi, William. The super stickers are taken away. And the super stickers are taken away, I think. And it's replaced with the jewels when you go vertical. When you go horizontal, it's not there. It's just with vertical. So jewels are those things that you saw popping up, like the makeup brush and the 100 and all those. They like dancing little floating jewels or something like that on the screen. But we make these. They're in our merch store, and I'm making these for the baby shower for the favor gifts. So that'll be done. But again, I'm going to be putting a list together for everybody, for all of the addresses. And if you guys come across any companies you think we should send an invitation to, put it in the comments. I'll be glad to have it. If there's companies that, hi Bobby, no, I'm not a teacher. But if you see companies that you think would be great for us to try to send a baby invitation to, let me know and we'll send it off and see what happens. But then the resource will be there for someone else to see if they get anything. So I'm going to start a list. Started a list. I'm going to kind of work on it tomorrow, and I'll do a video or a short or something like that. Hi, Morgan, or a short or something like that, so that we could have a list of all the ones that we are going to send ones out to, send it out and see what we get back. And I'm going to go. That's awesome. Hi, GT. Welcome on in. You guys could put hashtag blessed if you would like people to connect with your channel. But we're gonna do a list. I will go ahead and put it out there, and then that way anybody can utilize it. I've got a gender neutral invitation. Again, we don't know what the gender is yet. And we're just going to send it out, and we'll see. We'll see what we get. And that'll be awesome. That'll be a resource for anybody else to have. Hi, Flex. Hi, SC6 or S66. Welcome on in. Hi, Weird. Welcome on in. But if y'all haven't seen me put a lot of content out, it's hi, Alfonso. You got snow. I'm so jealous. Hi, Joshua. Welcome on in. I love that. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Wow. Thank you very much. You know what? When I was in second grade, my teacher made us learn how to spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I don't think I can do it today. But so I haven't been putting out a lot of content, but I just haven't felt good. I'm feeling a little bit better tonight, but I'm still kind of taking my time. And Boogie, thank you so much. It was an awesome interview. I really enjoyed the interview with you ladies. Sure. It's been in the 60s today. I was going to go outside and actually sit, and I went outside, and the wind was I was like, no, Mary, you don't need to. You need to be resting and getting your voice back. So that's exactly what I did. And I've done that every once in a while when I was working especially working as an operator, a PBS operator, which is hotel operator. I would lose my voice, and I'd wake up and I'm like, I can't talk. So something was no, Bobby, you're welcome to come in. You guys can put hashtag blessed if you like people to connect with your channel. I'm really not adding any mods at this time, and I'm very careful with what mods I add. Hi, Miss, welcome on in. I'm very careful with what mods I add in, and of course, I have to have some kind of, I've got to get to know them a little bit, and their channels, and so forth and so on. So, but you guys can put in the hashtag certainly in the chat. But yeah, so I've just taken it easy. And I deal with fibromyalgia too. And so my fibromyalgia's been acting up. Thank you. So between all the two, I've kind of something hit me. I don't know. Thank you very much. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So, but again, if you if you guys are if you have any companies you want us to try to reach out to see about it, and I think it would not only be for baby. Well, some of the companies may be specifically for baby, but baby or so forth. Let us know. Put it down there, and we'll look into reaching out to them. But I will get a handful of invitations and addresses for you guys to have, and then that way you could pass it on to someone else too. I've been playing. I've kind of trying to understand Sora a little bit. That's awesome, though. That's awesome that you have chickens. Oh, that's awesome that you've made 5 of them. Well, I saw somebody on like TikTok or something like that or whatever, and they were going to have a baby. My daughter's having a baby. And they reached out to companies like Chick-fil-A, I don't think Raising Cane's was one, but that's one I'm going to reach out to. And Michael's Adventures, Raising Cane's, or I think it was Chick-fil-A. Uh, Chewy was one of them that she reached out to, and some other ones too as well. And we're going to see if we have any. You guys could put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want anybody to connect with your channel. We're going to see if we get anything back. I mean, there was one, they sent her a huge box of stuff. It wasn't huge, but it was pretty substantial. So I want to see if we send them out and then if we get anything back. And my daughter also likes Mama Tot. So she wants me to send an invitation to her. So I'm going to send them out. I'm going to send them have the stuff come to me so that we're not overwhelming the parents to be. And then this way, we can see what we get back. And I think it would be great to kind of put all the invitations, show everybody in like a short which ones we're sending to, and then do like an individual review of each company that sends us something for her. We do like if Chick-fil-A sent something, I do a video on what they sent. And then if Chewy sends something, we do a video for what they do. Of course, if we did Chewy, we'd have to put Mocha in there for sure. I did I fooled around with Sora a little bit, which I'm still trying to understand. And I did a short, I put Mocha in there, and then I put Elvis, and Elvis was like meaning Mocha. It was funny. And I actually did one, the me meaning Elvis and Sora, and it was like, I have to redo mine because I just kind of was like fooling around with my character a little bit. And I was like, okay, let me just fool around with it. But I don't necessarily like it because I need to be standing up. I think it was sitting down when I did it. So I look really short. And I'm like, I'm 5'9". It was like, it was funny. But I thought, when I get our new merch shirts, I'm ordering one of them. And you guys, there's new merch in the store. Go check out our Fourth Wall store. There's a fibromyalgia shirt. I've got to get one of those. And there's other new merch stuff. But I thought, when I get the new merch shirt, I'll have to do a character thing. And they said to do it on like a blank wall or something like that. So I kind of fooled around with that a little bit. It was too funny to see Mocha meeting Elvis. I may have to put that short up, but anyway, it's just kind of just exploring it and so forth. But anyway, But I'm just been, I thought I needed to come on because I didn't want anyone to think that I was, what was happening. And two, after I usually get done with Christmas, I need a little bit of a breather and a break. And then that's exactly what I did. Of course, not feeling well over the past couple of days hasn't helped. So hopefully I'll be all better, whether it's sinus infection or a little bit of a cold or just something going around or what have you. Yarn can be expensive. Yarn drama, I'm telling you guys. I guess it was fitting. I put a yarn drama cup in as the thumbnail for this. But again, you know, and we're gonna have our 50th celebration, or not 50th, our our 2K celebration, and we're going to do that probably next month, and we're gonna do celebration. So if anybody is wanting to donate anything for that celebration, I'll be putting out something to let people know if they wish to donate. We'll probably do some soap caddies. We'll probably do a gift card to Amazon and like a $10 gift card to Hobby Lobby or something like that, and two soap caddies. So it's not going to be huge, but we'll do an actual official, we'll do an official, celebration next month. So we're not going to ask Bobby. And I don't know. It's too late for math. Everybody promised me that there's no math, but welcome, Dan. But anyway. So, anyway, I just wanted to come on. I wanted to let you all know what was happening. Yep. What was happening and let you all know I will. Kind of going to restart next on Monday. And yes, we crocheted in the snow. We got that done. But I'm going to kind of take this weekend, work and finish on the blanket. The blanket for Indigo, I want to get that finished up. And then I've got to really start on these soap caddies because Christina's baby shower will be shortly and upcoming. And it usually takes me, these ones I'm doing for the wordless book, the Plan of Salvation. These ones are taking me a little bit longer because there's so many changes in them. I can usually do a soap caddy in about a half an hour, but I want to get working on those so that's going to be the favors for the soap caddy. Hi, Stefan. Welcome on in. So, yeah, I hope so too, because I don't like being under the weather. So, I'm going to absolutely take it easy. That's what I've been doing. I'm decided today, after kind of feeling down or not feeling well, that it was best. I said that I just needed to take it easy. Thank you, Betty, for that. Thank you very much. I absolutely needed to rest and take it easy, for sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's what we're trying. We want to be respectful. You guys are doing exactly what you should be doing, crocheting that connection, for sure. Thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate that. That all goes to Mama. 100%, guys. We are very grateful for all the support. Absolutely 100%. And if I'm trying to be uplifting tonight, it's hard when you feel like eek. Well, thank you, Betty. It goes all to Mama, for sure. See, we had a busy weekend on Sunday, and then I was not feeling the greatest on Monday. I had a fibromyalgia flare up, and I think it just kept going downhill. And I just said to myself today, and that's why you guys got to really pay attention to your mental well-being and make sure that you are listening to hear. Because sometimes I don't listen to hear. And then I wind up really putting myself in a not a good place. And I needed to listen here. And I said to myself today, you know what? You need to rest. You need to spend this entire weekend doing stuff. The jewels are in replacement. Thank you so much, Betty. The jewels are in replacement. You can see those things floating up on there. Thank you, Betty, so much. The jewels are in replacement. Thank you, Aim and Bobby. They're floating on up. The jewels are in replacement for actually, I think the super stickers. Yeah, the super chats are still there, but the super stickers, when you go vertically live, that's what happens, and you'll see them floating. Thank you guys for all the support tonight. Wow, what a nice, wonderful surprise. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. We are very appreciative of all the support. Yeah, I'm trying. But I just decided, thank you very much, Bobby. I decided, yeah, you just send them. So when you send them to them, it works kind of like similar to a super sticker, or it's like they took away super sticker and they did it. They took super sticker and replaced it to. They replaced the super sticker with the not with it tonight, guys. The super sticker with the jewels. So they replaced it with that, and you can only get them when you go vertically. So you can either and one thing about the super stickers, or the jewels, is it stays in your account. Let's say you buy like 100 jewels, right? You can give a creator 50 jewels and then still have 50 in your account for another creator. So, for instance, if you don't want, I think, and by the way, this is the most jewels Mom has ever got on any stream. Yeah, I know. I got your message. I saw it, Sandy. I can't get out of it, but I agree. So that's one nice thing that they did. Hi, Kevin, is they took the super stickers away, but then like every time you give a super chat, you have to go in. Thank you, Betty, so much. Every time you get a super chat, you have to go in and pay for that and go ahead and give it to them. But the super stickers, or the jewels, if you buy 100 or 200 or whatever, that stays in your account. And hi, SSG. And then that way you can actually use them over a period of time. Like if you wanted to give us 20 and give someone else 50 and whatever it is, they stay in your account. It's a one-time purchase. But the jewels are only available for those that go vertically. They're not available in Canada. They're only available in like US, and not everybody can use them yet. I think they're great. They're trying to go off of like the stars from, hi Annie. All right, yeah, and they're trying to go off the stars like on Facebook. They're trying to do that. And you guys can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. So I'm going to listen to my brain. And I'm going to take this weekend off. I'm just resting. We are still doing, I've done super channel shout outs. They are out. So we're going to keep those rolling. Get back with the swing with that. Hi, Star. So we'll do those. But as far as much of any content, except if I go live tomorrow, we're going to kind of Doesn't let you send them out? That's weird. I don't know why it wouldn't. That's strange. I can't answer. I don't understand why. I haven't used them personally myself yet, so I don't know why it wouldn't. Unless you can only send like a certain amount. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you don't have enough in the one that you want. I have no idea. Yeah, I know. I agree. So I'm gonna don't look for any don't look for much content out until starting on Monday, and then we'll get back to some of the lives we were doing. I have more topics. You just collected the money. That's weird. Um, I just, one of the topics I want to talk about is living with somebody who has a CGM. And my husband has a CGM. And for those that don't know, it's a continuous glucose monitor. And I want to talk about, hi, Lena. I want to talk about what it's like to live with somebody like that. And of course, for those that don't know, they usually put them on diabetics. And my daughter is a diabetic and she's also pregnant. So we're just having, and by the way, this week I've been also on a lot of phone calls trying to get the Dexcom covered for her or help with it because the copay is astronomical. And I want to do a live about what it's like to live with somebody who has diabetes, what it's like to live with somebody who's on a CGM. What does that mean? What does it look like? We should absolutely have them on the body of anybody that is going to that has a baby or even an autistic individual. People don't realize sometimes just testing is difficult, and it shouldn't worry whether they're a type 1 or type 2. They should have it. So we're going to do a live about that because I think it's a topic that a lot of people don't understand. And of course, I've said this this community is awesome. We love what we have built here. We are so grateful for it beyond measure. But my daughter will always come first. My family will always come first. Of course, God will always come first. And this little one on the way. So I have been on the phone a lot. Plus, we also changed insurances the first of the year. So trying to get Josh's medication sorted. Oh my goodness gracious. This isn't covered. And then I would never want to be in the insurance field ever in my life because I think I would go absolutely nuts. So we have been on the phone. He has been on the phone fighting it. But if y'all are anybody praying, please be praying that we can get this on her body. I was able to get her one free Dexcom for another 10 days. Her doctor should be able to give her one. But let me just tell you, the copay for the Dexcom is more than my mother's car payment. For 1 month. This should not be there. Should not be happening. So I've been fooling around with that. Thank you very much. Be praying for this little bean. We're calling it Little Bean because that's what they would like us to call it on this channel, is Little Bean. And we're so blessed that it is. But God will provide. But I think it's an important topic of what it's like to live with somebody with diabetes, what it's like to, live with somebody who has a Dexcom, what that means. And also, not only that, my journey kind of in having a daughter being diagnosed with diabetes at 13 and on the spectrum. We have the technology to keep both mom and baby safe. And thankfully, her doctor is giving her samples, but that may be not something that, the doctor will be able to continue to do. And there is the Freestyle Libre, but she's not as comfortable with the Freestyle Libre, and it's not as good as the Dexcom is. So I've been on the phone a lot over the past couple of days, which is probably why my voice is the way it is. And Josh has been on the phone with the insurance company. It's been a week. But we'll get back. I'll start doing, more topics next week, and we'll do some crocheting and so forth. And you'll be sitting with me a lot, guys, just crocheting those soap caddies. I got to get ready for a party. But her dress that she's wearing to take, hi ladies, put in hashtag blessed if you like people to connect with your channel. Her dress that she is using for her maternity pictures is teal, which is turquoise, and teal is her favorite color. So she's like, Mom, just run with that, with the color scheme for the baby shower. Like, teal works gender neutral, that's for sure, right? It's all gender neutral. I'm very glad. So she's like, just run with those colors. Use our wedding colors. I'm like, good. So you guys will be sitting me while yes, teal is pretty, as I make probably at least 50 of these. It's gonna be these, but it's going to be these and for the baby shower as a favor. So Mama's taking care of the favors. I've done the invitations. And another thing we're doing too, and I'll put it out there too as well, if anybody wants the resource, I'll put it for free on our Fourth Wall store if anybody's looking for it. Christina, all the TV shows she grew up with, like Berenstain Bears and Barney, I know, but she watched Barney, Zaboomafoo, The Ferocious Beast, and Little Bear and so forth, and Blue's Clues and all that kind of stuff. And the Scramble or the Scramble, where you mix up the words and people are trying to figure out what it is. So I'm going to do one that says, this is Christina's favorite shows when she was a kid, so that people at the party can kind of guess what the TV shows are. And then we're going to do name that, or Price is Right, where people can put exactly like what a bottle cost and what a pacifier cost and what a package of diapers cost and package of wipes and all that kind of stuff too as well. So I will gladly I'll make one up and then I'll put it up in the merch store if anybody wants to use it. But I said to her, I saw that and I'm like, I saw it on something and I'm like, it was like taking like different kind of baby items and it was like scrambling up the words to see if people guessed it. I'm like, no, we're going to do TV shows that Christina grew up with that she really liked, like Little Bear and Blue's Clues and all those different kind of ones. So that's what we're going to do. And then I did like a diaper raffle so that, hi Misha, did a diaper raffle so that people that bring diapers can get a ticket in to win something and so forth. So we got that going. Thank you, Betty, again for those. We appreciate them. Mama will definitely, for sure, appreciate it. You guys can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you'd like people to connect with your channel, for sure. I'm surprised my voice has lasted, but God's good. I'll tell you that 100%. So that's what we're kind of doing. If I think of anything, I don't know if I'll be able to show you all the decorations. Thank you, Mishela. Hopefully I said that right. Thank you very much. I think this is the most jewels we've ever received. This is awesome. Thank you guys for your support. God is always good with us. Absolutely 100%. I may not be able to show you all of the stuff we're doing for the decorations because if we find out the gender and they don't allow me to show it, I won't be able to show you all the stuff. But I can show you the soap caddies because they're pretty gender neutral. Those I can show. But we're excited. We're excited. Hi, Official. we're excited. Baby's growing healthy and strong, and Mama's doing good. And I'm ready. I'm looking forward to be grandma. For that's for sure. And I would love at one point to be able to have Eli on our channels for you guys to hear, because he's got an amazing, that's awesome, an amazing testimony. Also, I'm working hard. There's a gentleman on Facebook, and he's the autism dad. Actually lives like an hour from me. And I'm trying to get on his program because I want to talk about service dogs. So I'm trying very hard to get connected with him and have a discussion about service dogs and autism. But anyway, you guys can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you like people to connect with your channel. I'm trying to keep the voice going. I'm getting over something. Something hit me. I don't know what it is. Hi, Jimmy. Something hit. I've had to be really taking it easy. That's exactly what I'm going to do for the rest of the weekend. I thought the only thing you'll probably see is if I come live tomorrow, and then I may do a connect and grow. It'll be a spontaneous one, and then we'll do the channel shout outs and get them done. I'm doing better than I was yesterday, but something hit me. You can hear it. Something I got, which I try not to give to the rest of the family. And hopefully I'll be fine by Sunday. I do have some antibiotics I didn't take from my last round that I got over whatever I had without needing them. I may have to dip into them. We'll see. It's all up in my head. And it just could absolutely be because of the change of the weather. Guys, we had, what day was it? We went to the funeral on the 31st. And literally, right? We had snow. You all saw it. The whole thing was, we had piles of snow. We came back from that. I mean, we had snow. There was snow on the ground. Now we just have these piles, right? And it was like 20, 30 degrees. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much. That goes to Mama. Thank you very much. Welcome on in. And we had these piles of snow. They're all gone. There's no snow. Absolutely no snow. And it's in the 60s. Don't know where it is, but it's in the 60s. And then tomorrow it's supposed to go down. And the wind was horrendous. I'm like, no wonder whatever's going on with me, it's like this, because the weather is, in the whole entire time I have been in Ohio, I have never seen it like this. We had snow in like December, and we've had crazy snow, and then it was like, it was just like, it was colder before it was, and then it was crazy. And hi, Bentley. Hi, Zion. Hopefully I said that right. Welcome on in. Make sure, guys, you're hitting the like. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed here, and go check out the Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway. Sandy, go ahead and put exclamation point dog in the chat. And we have new merch in the merch store. You guys got to check out. And we have a 10% discount, or no, 5% discount. We have added to our members. We have a 99-cent membership, which is thank you very much membership. And we're from Ohio. And we have a $2.99. We have added a special discount to both those memberships in our merch store. They have a special code if you're a member on either one of those levels, because we put out new merchandise first of the year, new merch, and we're going to be adding more merchandise for you guys. because you got to stand tall and be proud of who you are. That's what it's all about, standing and saying, I'm who I am. Nobody else can be duplicated. God only made one of me. Thank goodness. And stand tall and proud, that is for sure. And that's what we do here. We want you to be proud of being yourself because everyone else is taken. You cannot compare yourself to an original. You are who you are, no matter what it is. And you got to stand tall and proud. Thank you so much. You got to stand tall and proud for sure. And that's exactly what it is. It's about realizing you are who you are and nobody else can be it. If you're not trying to compare yourself to anybody else, what happens? You stop and say, wait, I got to accept who I am. There could be 10 Blessed to Crochet YouTube channels. There's only one like ours. Because nobody else can compare it to me or my mother or anybody else. Don't stop trying to be anybody else. You can't. You can only be you. And if people don't like you, say goodbye and go the other way. You know what I mean? That is just, it's taken me many years to get there, to be able to stand proud. That's why we have the shirts that we have out for you guys that say, be proud of being yourself. Everybody else can be proud of being yourself. Everybody else is taken. And that's the truth. Everybody else is taken. I don't know if I do good at ASMR. I've done relaxing videos. There's relaxing videos on this channel, but I don't know if I do great at ASMR. I'm not going to try to accomplish it tonight because I don't think my voice sounds the greatest for that one. But it's so funny because throughout the day, Josh is like, stop talking. And I'm like, yeah, do you know how hard it is for this girl to stop talking? So, anyway, I'm going to spend this weekend getting the companies ready so that I can show you all the companies we're going to send the baby shower invitations to. I'm going to finish up what I need to do. I want to finish up the games for the baby shower and all that kind of stuff so that all that's done and so forth. And thank you. I don't think I have the greatest voice tonight in the world, but it is what it is. It's still my voice, even if it's a little raspy tonight because whatever decided to hit. So, well, this is what I say, Jimmy. I say, and I'm at the particular age, which is somewhere in the middle of life, about to be a grandma for the first time, or yaya, as we say, which is grandmother in Greek. But I keep saying I'm celebrating my 29th birthday, and I've done that for many, many years, and that keeps working. But I'm not 29. But I'm gonna be grandma stage, or yaya. I'm gonna be yaya. Mr. Blessed to Crochet, which is my husband. He's gonna be papu, which is grandfather in Greek, and my mother, who is great grandma, will be Nana. So we're excited. So I'm going to try to get those things done in the background and then start back on things on Monday. Give my voice and myself some time to just take a little break, which I think is really important. I think you need to sometimes pull back and take a break. And of course, thank you. I think, of course, that my goal this week was try to, and I haven't really gotten that far, except to get one sensor for free for her. But my goal has been to try to find every place I can possibly do to reach out to get the sensors for her without being an absolute car payment. I'm sorry, and my daughter wouldn't have the time to do this. She shouldn't have the time. She shouldn't have to do this. To have to pay a car payment for having these sensors on your body is it's absolutely ridiculous. So my goal has been to try to get them covered, whatever it takes. I've got to make a phone call, either see what this place I'm looking at open tomorrow, if not Monday. I mean, I spent an hour on the phone waiting to get to one place with not much results, and they said, well, we don't have anything open for diabetes for any kind of help with copays. I'm like, okay. So then they got an email saying, okay, well, it's open for diabetes. And I go to try to apply, and it says, you're not qualified. I'm like, okay. She's not qualified. And I'm like, okay, now I've got to call and see why she wouldn't be qualified for assistance. I don't know. So we'll just have to see, and I'll go from there. And so I've been on phone calls and insurance, and oh goodness, and trying to rest and not feeling well either. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna head off here. We've been on here for about an hour, longer than I thought I was gonna be able to do because of my voice. I know Mr. Buster Crochet wants to come, and I'm in my bedroom right now because I've just thank you very much. I've just been resting today. And so we might come on tomorrow and just check in with you all again and see how we're doing. We're trying to do a nightly check-in to see how everybody's doing and have everybody start connecting with each other and so forth and so on. So thank you all for your wonderful support. Man, it's most jewels we've ever gotten. And you guys are tremendous jewels as well. And we appreciate everybody. You guys, we have an amazing community here. We are so tremendously blessed beyond measure. And thank you. Well, I hope that he rests in peace, Gabe. I hope he does. And I'm very sorry for your loss. If that's the case. So anyway, but anyway, I'm gonna be saying what I usually say just to remind you all, be proud of being you, because everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. You certainly had us covered. And thank you so much to the new people that came on, that are coming and part of our community. Welcome. This place is great. We try to do it. There's a lot of content. If you're just coming in, there's a lot of content. Make sure you check the Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway. It is an actual Dog the Bounty Hunter hat that was signed by him and held by him when we met him back in September. So check it out, guys. Check out some content if you're not familiar with our channel. We do a lot of different things here. So thank you so much. We'll see you again. See you on the next one. We love each and every one of you. And remember, be proud of being you. Everybody else is taken. And check out our merch store too as well. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye, everybody. And hopefully tomorrow I'll have my voice back. A little better than I have tonight. But thank you all. Love you all. Bye-bye.